you, Jason and Eric. Well done. And thanks to each of you for being here to experience UMA's 2022 Spark Summit. We are thrilled to once again be hosting this annual event in person. It is so nice to engage all five senses with you guys now. And I believe it is important for all of us to have this time together, to focus on developing the healthcare workforce of the future. Over this decade, the healthcare industry is expected to grow 16%, and that will generate nearly 17 million job openings leading up to 2030. Now, those are big numbers, and all of us see and feel the reality of this intense demand every day. And we know the support of our nation's healthcare workers is essential, and so is the care that all of you deliver in recruiting, retaining, and developing these vital workers. But we are at a critical point. As the need for healthcare talent grows, the supply for talent is increasingly under pressure. And it is through our partnerships, which we share with all of you, that we will continue to work towards solutions that make a difference. And we see this Spark Summit as an opportunity for sharing that inspires innovation. Now, we don't claim to have all the answers, and on many days, it certainly feels to me like we have more questions than answers, but I am confident that together, we will get closer to what we need. And what I do know is that at Ultimate Medical Academy, we believe in the ripple effect of care. That is, when we care for someone, they become more able and empowered to care for others. And ultimately, that care comes back to all of us. And at UMA, the ripple effect of care starts with care for our team members, who in turn provide outstanding care to our students, our graduates, and our partners, so they have the skills and workforce needed to support the health of our nation. Care is at the core of everything we do. It is at the heart of our theme for this year's Spark Summit, being Care Forward. In 2020, as the world made dramatic shifts in the use of technology to stay connected and operational through the pandemic, we focused on being future forward. Then in 21, as individuals found new ways of living and working, and as the Great Resignation reshaped our workforce, we advanced to being people forward. Now, the focus that will drive success is the one that has always set this industry apart, and that is being care forward. We must focus on being care forward. And with that, this year's summit will explore topics like diversity, equity, inclusion in healthcare, uncovering hiring bias through the use of virtual reality training, upskilling and reskilling team members, mental and professional wellness, how automation in healthcare helps maximize human interactions, and how recruitment and onboarding strategies will help us stand out. We are in for a great couple of days together, and I'm excited for all of our time together. But before we get going, I want to take a moment to thank some important groups. First, I want to thank all of our corporate alliance partners. Over the past 2 years, we have learned together through rapidly changing times. And through this period of change, by working together with all of you, our corporate alliance partners, we've placed more than 4,500 UMA graduates in much-needed healthcare roles across this nation. That success was driven by the value you see in our graduates and the priority you give to hiring them. It is also thanks to the close communication and collaboration that you guys have with our team. It's due to your streamlined hiring processes that drive efficiency and the emphasis you've placed on creating exceptional candidate experiences and your willingness to try new workforce development and training initiatives. Great success comes from great collaboration, and all of you have been exceptional partners, so thank you. I appreciate that. Now, I'm looking forward to hearing more about this in the Hiring Efficiencies Workshop this morning, which will showcase real-life scenarios that have changed the way we work together. And finally, I want to thank our Spark Summit sponsors, JetX Health, Paradox, Staples, and CDW Education. Thank you for your generosity and for helping to make this experience possible. So for now, all of you, remember, the spark we ignite together will help change the landscape for tomorrow. Thank you for joining. Now, I'm going to hand it back to Jasa.